You might be wondering, if I plan, and eat, if I plan and eat my previously off-limit foods every day, won't I just get in the habit of having dessert after breakfast, lunch, and dinner? And yes, I can attest to that did indeed happen to me the first time I started to plan them. I then felt like I built up a real expectation in my brain and in my body to have sugar a lot, even though I was only eating small amounts. Finishing a meal without a square of chocolate then became felt really hard. It felt like it was really entrenched. So, how are we going to avoid that this month for everyone who's a private client in Sensational Eater, and this week for those of you who are just following along for Normalisation Week, learning some techniques, one method, it's not the only method I teach, but one method to try to learn to eat some of our previously off-limit foods with total authority. Okay, so what we're going to do as we go along are two things. One is we're going to plan our previously off-limit foods at different times all the time. So I'm not going to always have tea and biscuits at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, because my habit brain will remember, 4 o'clock, ding ding, Pavlov's dog. Okay, have you heard of Pavlov's dog? Of course, this very, very famous behavioral psychologist experimented with salivation in dogs and found that if you rang a bell before he served them food every day, that after a while they would salivate only at the sound of the bell, right? And this happens to us if we do something at the same time every day. We, it gets to 4 o'clock and we're like, tea and biscuits. And it just feels completely empty without it. Anyone who's given up smoking can attest to that, right? We just think that that's our reward, that's our part of the day, that this is when that happens. And so I would like to suggest to you that you really mix it up. When you plan your previously off limits foods day after day, writing it on a post-it note, when you're going to have it, what you're going to have, and what you're going to do afterwards, I would like you to, mix it up. So some days have it one time, some days have it another. Don't always have it in the same situation. Don't always have it with the same people. Don't always have it accompanied by the same other things. Just give your habit brain the run around with it. Okay. Now, today's session is a little bit advanced, because if you're not writing down your plan every day, go back and plan. If you're not stopping when you've had the thing and working with the urge to keep eating, go back and do that. And if you're not slowing down and getting present while you're eating it, and eating it under kind of with your like real laboratory conditions in your mind, go back and do that if you're just rushing through it. Okay, those three things are essential for this to work. Okay, and you need to get them in place first, and then when you've got all of that in place, then you've got some space to think about what's happening for you emotionally, and to see, well, what's the emotional eating behind all of this eating, and you get to phase it out. Now, phasing out is something that we're going to be doing as a group, because I'm running this challenge as a 30-day challenge within my private client group, Sensational Eater. I'm doing it too, alongside you, and rediscovering it as I teach it. And what we'll be doing in those 30 days, just to kind of give you a little bit of a roadmap as to where this goes, is we will be, one, leveling up our foods. So that one might mean, like, if I'm planning to eat toast and butter and jam every day, I might choose to up level the quality of the food that I'm having. So I might choose to have better bread. I might choose to have really good spelt bread, sliced and frozen in the freezer for when I have that. I might choose better butter. I might choose jam that's got less sugar content in it. Elevating the quality of your food is a way that you're leveling it up. Okay, reducing the quantity is another way that we will be leveling it up. So if I'm planning a slice of toast and butter and jam right now, and I'm able to stop at one slice, how about I leave a couple of bites behind? And then how about I do a half slice if I feel willing, right? I really want to be willing to try. I don't want to be imposing restrictions upon myself. I want to be like, actually, I think I'm good with less. Okay? And it might be that this food becomes boring, or it might not to you. It might not lose its its appeal. Okay, so reducing the quantity bit by bit by bit. And it might be that at a certain point, I get to the point when it's not so much my brain saying I want to cut this out, but more my body saying, actually, you know what? I don't feel good eating this all the time. This isn't right. And listening for that feeling from your body, that information from your body, is quite a subtle business, and it takes time, and that's why we're doing it over 30 days, because I really want you to have that feeling, like, and the feeling is not of having overdone something, but it is a bit like that feeling that you might recognize from like after Christmas, where you're like, you know what, I just really want something really plain and solid and wholesome, and that's why January explodes into like veganuary and all of that, because we're like, oh wow, I'm really over having a partridge stuffed inside a pheasant stuffed inside a turkey. Yeah, you just kind of get done with it, and you're like, I don't want rich food anymore. I actually want, you start to dream about stuff. I actually want watercress. So we might get to the point where we're willingly like, hey, do you know what? I might try without it. I might see if I'm fine already. And let's see if we can discover that point naturally where I don't care whether I eat it or not. And I'll be there coaching my sensational eaters, because I give them one-to-one coaching every single day, right? Well, not they don't get coaching from me every day. They get coaching every week. I'm coaching them every day, different ones. So they're able to then bring their challenges with that process to me, and we're able to work on it individually, exactly what the circumstances are surrounding that food, exactly what the story is surrounding that food, and exactly what the challenges are in phasing that food out for them. But for now, I just really want you to know, like, okay, so if I get used to including this food, maybe I can willingly set it down instead of banning myself from it like it's some sort of addictive substance, right? Instead of renouncing it, instead of repudiating it, instead just being like, okay, I don't want to be having this all the time anymore. And maybe also bringing in some of that like desire, like I actually want to feel free, I want to feel healthy, maybe I want to create weight loss, and eating this food every day, it's actually not the thing that I want the most. That's where we're going. Can you see that? All right. Thanks so much for tuning in. Can you think of, and let me know in the comments, or in any of the ways that there are to get in touch with me, how you plan to level up or phase out the food that you have been experimenting with normalizing this week. All right, lots of love. Take care. Big hug. Bye bye.